Good evening, Violetta. There's the girls here.
Hi.
Okay. You can only hear them, you can't see them because I have not activated the screen. I'm not going to because the camera, I think, because of personal data and all this stuff. Okay, so we continue the lesson. We're actually going to. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Okay. We're actually moving on to unit 24, and we're discussing conditional type 3, which you might remember, you might not, okay, because we're gonna see them. Okay, so let us start with this thing here. What's a video? How do earthquakes happen? Explain in your own words. Okay, forget about just watch a video. Okay, let us watch a video.
Nature's force. Earthquakes make the and strong earthquakes can crack roads and even cause some buildings to collapse. Let's find out what causes them. The surface of the Earth is made up of tectonic plates. They are like pieces of a jigsaw, and the lines where they meet can be dangerous places. Sometimes plates pull apart. Sometimes they push together. Sometimes they slide past each other. When two plates are moving in different directions, they sometimes get stuck. Pressure builds up slowly, and suddenly the two plates move. This is what causes an earthquake. We measure earthquakes on the Richter scale, from magnitude 1 to 10. There are several million magnitude 1 earthquakes a year, and they are so small that we can't feel them. A magnitude 2 earthquake is 10 times stronger than a magnitude 1 earthquake, and a magnitude 3 is 100 times stronger. Magnitude 3 earthquakes are the weakest we can feel, but by the time they reach 7 on the scale, they can cause a lot of damage. The strongest earthquake on record was the Valdivia earthquake in Chile in 1960. It had a magnitude of 9.5.
Can you imagine 9.5 Richter? Oh my god. Okay, so let us, okay, in groups of three, καλά χαρτιά στη ζωή μας. Each one reads one text in your own words, tell the other students in your group what the text says. Okay, so we have Mona, we have Roberto, and we have Kioni or Kioni. Okay, so I'm still here, guys, and we still have a lesson. Isara, could you read what Mona says, please? Thank you. Hold on.
One afternoon on September 2080, I was at home with my family on the island of Sulawesi, Indonesia. My mom was brushing my hair and we were talking.
It's actually talking. We were talking.
Suddenly, the ground began to shake. My family and I received outside.
Wasn't meant rushed. It's rushed.
Βιαστήκαμε.
Θα μπορούσε, αλλά δεν είναι κάτι άλλο. Ορμήσαμε.
Rushed outside and stayed there. If we had gone back in, we wouldn't have survived because 3 hours later, another earthquake hit.
This is actually an earthquake.
What is this?
Σεισμός. Για αυτό συζητούσα όμως όλο αυτό το βίντεο που ήταν προηγουμένως. It was about earthquakes. Το βίντεο που ήταν προηγουμένως was about earthquakes. Okay. So, you were saying, yes, sorry.
We found out later that it was 7.4 on the.
This is 7.4. Yeah. 7.4.
On the Richter's scale. My family and I watched helplessly as our house
And what does it mean, collapsed? Katere. Collapsed.
Katere.
Katere, yeah, that's what it is. Okay,
We
yeah.
lost everything we once in a few seconds, but even if that's our awful,
That's awful.
awful moment, we knew that we were lucky to be alive.
Thank you very much. Katya, okay, yeah, Katya, please.
In
Roberta.
January 2017, I was called to an avalanche in Farindola, Italy.
Sorry for a second. What's an avalanche? Χιονστιβάδα.
Apostoli,
Χιονστιβάδα. Χιονστιβάδα. Avalanche means χιονστιβάδα.
Italy. It had snow. It,
Sorry, it occurred.
it
It
occurred
occurred.
because of heavy snowfall and earthquakes. The avalanche came down the mountain at 100 kilometers an hour and destroyed the Hotel Rigopiano. The roads were blocked and the helicopter couldn't fly, so it took us 12 hours to reach the hotel. We found 11 people over the next few days, but by the fifth day, we thought we had saved everyone we could. Then, as I was taking a break, I heard a noise. If I hadn't followed the sound, I wouldn't have discovered three puppies under the snow. You must never lose hope.
Oh, excellent. Amazing. Thank you. Okay. Ariana, please. About Kioni or Kioni, I have no idea.
I work as a reporter in Nairobi, Kenya. In 2016,
After the 2016. After London, please.
2006,
If we say 2016, that's okay. And of course, we can also say 2016. Yeah.
there were terrible floods in the city.
Θυμίστε μου floods. Floods. You meet us, guys. Floods. You meet us. If you don't know it, write it. I can't see anyone writing anything. I can't see a notebook on your desk, and I'm shocked. Flood means πλημμύρα. Earthquake means σεισμός. Avalanche means χιονσιβάδα.
Okay.
Diana, you were saying.
My TV station sent me to do a reporting on a six-story building that had collapsed. Re- re-
The word was collapsed, and we said that word two texts ago, right here. Explain that word before as Catareo, thank you, and only one was listening. Okay, collapse means catareo, and only one was listening. Collapse means catareo, and collapse means catareo.
Ah, re- δεν ξέρω τι είναι.
Rescue, rescue, διάσωση. So rescue workers, rescue workers.
Διασώστες.
Thank you very much. Okay. Rescue is also a verb. It also means διασώζω. Okay. It's both διάσωση and διασώζω. Okay.
Rescue workers were searching day and night for survivors. survivors. After 18 hours, I was sure they wouldn't find anyone else, but they did. I watched re, res,
Still
res,
rescue. It's still
res,
a rescue. Rescue.
rescue a rescue worker pull a tiny baby out of the
Rubble.
πέτρες πολλές. Η βράχη.
Συντρίμια.
Α,
Rubble. Συντρίμια. Okay. What remains after a building has collapsed. Thank you very much. End of the bottom tip. Okay. So rubble is the stones and rocks and building material that remains that on the ground when a building has collapsed. End of the bottom tip. It's okay. Thank you. Okay. So you were saying, Ariana, her name.
Her name was Delary Sacy Wosik, and she was just 6 months old.
Oh.
Her father was so grateful to those rescue workers. If they hadn't kept searching when we thought there was no hope, they wouldn't have found them.
Excellent. Now, could you please underline what I'm going to ask you to underline? Please underline this. If we had gone back in, we wouldn't have survived. Underline this. If we had gone back in, we wouldn't have survived. This is one third conditional. Another third conditional is...
Wait, what did you say?
If we had gone back in, we wouldn't have survived. This is the one third conditional. Okay. Another third conditional is in Roberta's story. If I hadn't followed the sound, I wouldn't have discovered. If I hadn't followed, I wouldn't have discovered. This is another third conditional. And a third conditional is down here. If they hadn't kept, they wouldn't have found. Mon αυτό θέλω. If they hadn't kept, they wouldn't have found. Okay, just that. And we'll explain that in a few minutes. As soon as we finish discussing those, explaining those, we're going to return to explain the third conditions. Okay, λοιπόν, right. Yes, Isaura. Ένα απόγευμα.
Ένα απόγευμα του Σεπτεμβρίου του 2018 ήμουνα στο σπίτι με την οικογένειά μου σε ένα νησί
στο Μπάμπι, okay, στην Ινδονησία. Ωραία. Λοιπόν, έλα. Mama was brushing my hair.
Η μαμά μου
was brushing my hair.
φώτιζε τα μαλλιά μου και μιλούσαμε.
Πολύ ωραία. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. Suddenly. Suddenly means ξαφνικά. In German, plötzlich.
Andrea gave German.
I know, I asked him. Do you want?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He told me he was going to, and I asked him yesterday, and he believes he did well, and I'm sure he did well. Because, you know.
Okay.
So, ξαφνικά, the ground began to shake. The ground.
Το πάτωμα.
Το έδαφος. Began to shake. Άρχισε να τρέμει, να παράστα. My family and I.
Η οικογένειά μου και εγώ πήγαμε έξω και...
Τι σας είπε για το ράστο.
Ορμήσαμε έξω και μείναμε εκεί πέρα.
Πολύ ωραία. If we had gone back in, that's the third condition.
Άμα ήμασταν μέσα,
Αν είχαμε επιστρέψει, λέει εδώ, δεν λέει νύχτα, λέει αν είχαμε επιστρέψει, we had gone back in, we wouldn't have survived. We wouldn't have survived.
δεν θα είχαμε
επιζήσει.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία, thank you. Because 3 hours later, another earthquake hit.
Γιατί 3 ώρες μετά
Another earthquake
ένας
hit.
άλλος σεισμός
Hit.
Χτύπησε.
Okay. We found out later that it was 7.1.
Like, what did they do in those 3 hours?
We stayed down, obviously. Okay. Λοιπόν, we found out later, ανακαλύψαμε αργότερα, that it was 7.4 on the Richter scale.
ότι ο σεισμός ήταν 7.
Okay. My family and I watched helplessly as our house collapsed.
Η οικογένειά μου και εγώ παρακολουθήσαμε
Helplessly.
αβοήθητοι
As our house collapsed.
Τα σπίτια μας να καταρρεύουν.
Πολύ ωραία. We lost everything we owned in a few seconds.
Χάσαμε τα πάντα
That we owned in a few seconds. That we had.
Σε μερικά δευτερόλεπτα.
That we owned. We lost everything we owned. Που είχαμε, πάρα πολύ ωραία. In a few seconds.
Σε μερικά δευτερόλεπτα.
Even that awful moment, we knew that we would like to be alive. Hello.
Αλλά
Even in that awful moment,
Ακόμα και σε αυτό το άσχημο σημείο,
απέσια στιγμή,
ξέραμε,
guys, awful, if we don't know awful, like terrible, yeah, okay. Σε αυτήν την απέσια στιγμή, λοιπόν, we knew we would like to be alive. Ξέραμε ότι
ήμασταν τυχεροί που ζήσαμε.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία. Thank you very much. Katia, please. Roberto, rescue word. Sorry, is it Katia or Eliana?
κάτι.
No, Katia. Sorry. Okay, λοιπόν, Roberto, διασώστης. Roberto, διασώστης. Okay. Λοιπόν, in January 2000,
Το 2017 με κάλεσαν
σε μια χιονοστιβάδα, guys, avalanche. Okay. Εκεί. Okay. It occurred means happened. Okay, very difficult word. Very difficult word. Exactly right. Occur, happen. Okay, συνέβη λοιπόν. Because of the heavy snowfall, εξαιτίας
της
βαριάς
χιονοστιβάδας και του σεισμούς. Χιονοπτωσης
και σεισμών. Thank you.
Η χιονοστιβάδα
Came down the mountain.
έπεσε κάτω από το
κατέβηκε από το βουνό at 100 kilometers per hour.
Σε 100 χιλιόμετρα την ώρα.
Με 100 χιλιόμετρα την ώρα. And destroyed the hotel Ridopiano.
Και κατέστρεψε το
hotel. The roads were blocked.
Οι δρόμοι ήταν κλειστοί και το ελικόπτερο δεν μπορούσε να πετάξει. Οπότε μας πήρε 12 ώρες να φτάσουμε στο ξενοδοχείο.
Αυτό το παιδί σώστηκε φυσικά. Okay, we found 11 people.
Βρήκαμε 11 ανθρώπους
στις επόμενες μέρες, but by the fifth day,
μα την πέμπτη μέρα νομίζαμε πως είχαμε σώσει όποιον
τους πάντες. Okay, yeah, sure. Yes, okay. Then, as I was getting ready,
μετά έκανα ένα διάλειμμα και άκουσα ένα θόρυβο.
Πολύ ωραία. If I hadn't followed the sound, the conditional, ακολουθήσει το θόρυβο βασικά, δεν είχα ακολουθήσει το θόρυβο, δεν θα είχα
ανακαλύψει 3 σκυλάκια κάτω από το χιόνο. Δεν πρέπει να χάνει
ελπίδα. Thank you very much. And Eliana, I work as a reporter in Nairobi, Kenya.
Δουλεύω ως
reporter
στην
Nairobi, Kenya. Okay, guys, μιλάει η Eliana και οι υπόλοιποι παρακολουθούμε. In 2016, there were terrible floods.
Το 2016,
there were terrible floods in the city. Yeah, there were. Υπήρξαν.
Υπήρξαν
Είναι το there is στο παρελθόν. Υπήρξαν terrible floods in the city. Terrible floods in the city.
καταστροφές.
Φοβερή, το floods, φοβερές. Το floods σας το είπα προηγουμένως, καμία και δύο φορές. Πλημμύρες, thank you.
Στην πόλη.
Πολύ ωραία. Αυτή τη station
Το κανάλι
με έστειλε
με έστειλε για να ως
να κάνω
δημοσιογράφος
να κάνω report, ένα ρεπορτάζ on a six-story building that had collapsed. On a six-story building. A six-story building. Six-story.
Σε μια πολυκατοικία εξορρόφου.
Εξόρροφο. Έτσι, six-story. Κανονικά πώς το λέγαμε το εξόρροφο, six. Πώς λέγεται όροφο στα λατινικά? Six floor. A six floor. Okay, in American English though, it's called story. So, σε ένα εξόρροφο κτίριο that had collapsed.
Για να πάρει συνέντευξη. Μου είχε καταρρεύσει.
Δεν το έχω πει πάνω από 2 εκατομμύρια φορές το collapse, έτσι, γι' αυτό το λόγο. Όχι, it's okay. Νομίζω στα 3 εκατομμύρια μπορεί να αρχίσουμε να το μαθαίνουμε. Okay, it's okay, μην αγχωνόμαστε, έχουμε χρόνο. Okay, πάμε. Λοιπόν, ωραία. Λοιπόν, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ για την προσοχή μας. Λοιπόν, rescue workers were searching day and night.
Οι διασώστες
were searching day and night for survivors. Κάτια, αν μπορούσε να είσαι εδώ στην περιοχή, αν γίνεται, γιατί τώρα είμαστε εδώ και θα έπρεπε να βοηθάμε και όλα αυτά μετά. Okay. We're searching day and night. We're searching day and night. Έψαχναν. Αν κάποιος από εμάς δεν ξέρει ότι search σημαίνει ψάχνω, μπορεί να το σημειώσει. Ότι search σημαίνει ψάχνω. Έψαχναν λοιπόν day and night for survivors. For survivors. They were searching day and night for survivors. Για επιζώντες. Thank you.
Μετά από 80 ώρες, τι λέει?
Oh, sure.
Ήμασταν σίγουροι ότι
They wouldn't find anyone else, but they did. They wouldn't find anyone else. Ότι?
δεν θα έβρισκαν κανέναν.
But they did.
Πού θα βρεις? Αλλά βρήκαν.
I watched the rescue worker pull a tiny baby out of the rubble.
Είδαμε,
είδα. Ένα διασώστη.
Είδα ένα διασώστη.
Pull a tiny baby out of the rubble.
Που έσωζε ένα...
Pull. Να τραβάει.
Να τραβάει ένα
αν δεν ξέρουμε
μωρό.
ότι pull σημαίνει τραβάω. Και πώς να σπρώχνω. Thank you. Okay, so it's pull and push. Okay? Alright. Να τραβάει λοιπόν a tiny baby out of the rubble.
Ένα μωρό.
A tiny baby λέει εδώ.
Ένα νεογέννητο.
Το tiny μπορούμε να το σημειώσουμε σαν μικροσκοπικό. Okay. Tiny means like very small. Tiny means μικροσκοπικό. Και πώς είναι τεράστιο?
Giant.
Okay. Alright.
Massive.
Wow, I'm totally impressed. Περίμενα όμως το πιο απλό. Αυτά που ξέρουμε. Huge. Huge. Guys, you don't know huge. So tiny, that's... And huge. Although yes, Kathy, you're right. You would say gigantic, not giant, or massive.
Or a monstrosity.
That's another thing. Okay, right. Okay, so pull a tiny baby out of the rubble. Out of the rubble. Και τα rubble σας τα εξήγησα πριν από κάπως ώρα.
Έξω από το συντρίμια.
Συντρίμια, thank you very much. Okay, rubble σημαίνει συντρίμια. Okay, αυτό που μένει όταν το κτίριο έχει καταρρεύσει και μετά περίμενα να μου πει το collapse, αλλά περίμενα μάλλον μάταια. Okay.
Το όνομά του ήταν Ντέλε.
Babis.
Ναι.
She was just 6 months old.
Εκεί ήταν 6
Her father was so grateful to those rescue workers. So grateful. Was grateful to the rescue workers, yes.
Ήταν πολύ αισιόδοξος.
Thank you. Okay, that is grateful, a very nice word. And I also want you to write gratitude. Okay. So grateful and gratitude is the noun. Okay. So everyone, eaters, those rescue workers. If they hadn't kept searching, άλλος ένας τρίτος προθήκος λοιπόν, if they hadn't kept searching, αν δεν
Δεν το
είχαν
ψάξει.
kept searching, if they hadn't kept συνεχίσει, thank you very much, when we thought there was a hope, όταν νομίσαμε ότι δεν υπήρχε, they would have found the Larry. Πάρα πολύ ωραία. Thank you very much. Λοιπόν, time is time is not. Okay, so just a second. Νομίζω ότι αυτό μπορούμε να απολύσουμε εδώ. Okay, listen. I forgot my mom's birthday. Hello. And she was very sad. Παιδιά, είπα ότι δεν θα προσοχή σας. Μπορείτε να μου πείτε, δεν έχεις προσοχή, μας φεύγουμε. Guys. Ακούω. I forgot my mom's birthday and she was very sad.
If I had you
όχι, δεν περιμένω ακόμη να πει. Θα ρωτήσω, περιμένω να καταλάβετε τι λέω εδώ. I forgot my mom's birthday and she was very sad.
Ξέχασα τα γενέθλια της μαμάς μου και ήταν πολύ στεναχωρημένη.
Πολύ ωραία. Πότε?
Δεν ξέρω.
In the past. I forgot. Of course I don't know, but in the past. Okay, alright. Λοιπόν, πάμε τώρα. If I
hadn't forgotten her birthday, she wouldn't be sad. She wouldn't be sad.
She wouldn't have been sad. Thank you. She wouldn't have been sad. Okay, this is a third conditional. If και past perfect στην υπόθεση, would και have and pp στην απόδοση, όλα αυτά θα εξηγήσουμε την επόμενη φορά. Okay, but this is a third condition. So I'm sending it to you with your notes, and we continue next time. Okay, thank you very much for your attention or your attention. Okay, and enjoy your evening. Okay, have a great time.
Next week.
Oh my God, yeah, of course. Have a great time. Osios Lukas. I've been to Osios Lukas. It's in Diotia. It's just before Livadia. I've been there. But unfortunately, I think that last year it caught fire. There was a fire there.
I think it's Livadia, not
But it's beautiful. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. See you. Hi. How are you doing? Okay. I don't know who's coming. So, would you like to make something until they come? Like a craft?
Κύριε, θέλω να σας δείξω που τα κάνω.
Φυσικά. Δεν μπορώ να.
Πήρα ένα εκτυπωτικό που πάνε στο κόλπο. Κοιτάξτε, θα εκτυπώσω ας πούμε τώρα κάτι. Και έχει ήδη από μόνο του μέσα.
Ταινία με στικεράκια.
Ναι. Αλλά είναι ασπρόμαυρες. Βασικά, λογικά έχει και χρώμα, αλλά δεν έχουμε δει ακόμα πώς λειτουργεί με το χρώμα. Ας πούμε, μπορώ να γράψω ό,τι θέλω.
Wait. You write something on your mobile and you connect it to the printer.
Yes.
Oh my God! Does it print text or also pictures?
Εκτυπώνει και φωτογραφίες, αλλά δεν τις εκτυπώνει λίγο χάλια, γιατί είναι ασπρόμαυρο.
Wow.
Ενώ ας πούμε,
This is beautiful.
θα γράψω, ξέρω εγώ, ή θα βάλω ένα αυτοκολλητάκι.
Okay. Έχει διάφορες γραμματοσύρες ή μία γραμματοσύρα μόνο?
Έχει να βάλεις emoji και μετά να γράψεις ό,τι θες.
Okay. Και έχει κάποιο app που το κατέβασε στο κινητό?
Ναι. Δηλαδή,
Τι μάρκα είναι, πώς λέγεται.
ποτέ δεν το είχα πάρει.
Wow, amazing. Μπράβο, με γεια σου.
Πούμε,
Μπράβο, excellent. Beautiful.
δεν τα εκτυπώνει όπως τα δικά σας που είναι, επειδή τα δικά σας...
Εντάξει, δεν είναι το ίδιο, εντάξει, οκ, παρόλα αυτά. Λοιπόν, οκ, excellent. Μπράβο, με γεια.
Ευχαριστώ.
Λοιπόν. That was all, Violetta. You will see it in a few minutes on my YouTube channel. Have a very, very good evening.